Hey guys, so lighting is terrible again, but I wanted to do a video where I get really real about a certain video game franchise and the state of it. It's football season again. And we are treated to another iteration of EA Sports Madden franchise. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's the same thing every year. But it really isn't the same this year. Sure, the graphics look kind of the same, but, it's a very different game mechanically from last season. What I can tell you is that running the ball is substantially harder, as it should be. It's not easy to run in the NFL. But defensive backs are becoming a little more intuitive than in last year's game. Holes will close a lot quicker. You're forced to change your play on the line a lot more, similar to the way you would in an NFL game. There are a lot of new animations this year, such as quarterback signature moves, like you'll see guys like Eli Manning touch his helmet like this if he wants to change the play. You'll see Dak Prescott go like this and yell "kill," as if to say kill the play and go on to the next one. The touchdown celebration mechanic has changed. You're now able to choose, based on the direction that you hold on the analog stick, whether to do a solo celebration, a team celebration, which the ones I have seen are hilarious. If you haven't seen them, check them out. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about, though. I'm not here to talk about the differences of Madden. I'm here to talk about what needs to fully change. Madden is on the Frostbite engine. It's been on the Frostbite engine for the past 2 or 3 games, and that's a welcome change, but there are still some things that need to happen in order to make Madden a completely different experience. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot going on in the franchise and in other modes that will certainly make you feel like this is a different game, but in many ways, it's just what it is Madden 18.9. And what I mean by 0.9 is they do enough to make it almost brand new. You have your usual suspects like Madden Ultimate Team franchise. There's a continuation of the long shot mode that was started last season. I don't know anything about it, so I haven't even touched long shot. But the real good thing is all of the progressions that have been made to the franchise mode. For example, there's such a thing as getting players that fit your scheme the best. And they might not be the best overall players. You might be able to go get that 84 to 90 free agent in the offseason, right? But that player is going to take a little bit longer to develop because he's not a player that fits your scheme. What they have done this year is indicated players that will fit the offensive or defensive philosophy of the team that you've chosen. And after every game, if that player does well, they will be given a certain amount of upgrade points. And if you upgrade the attribute that corresponds to the reason that player fits in your scheme, the more likely that player you got will progress to a higher overall. So let's say you have, I don't know, a level 83 player, and you upgrade him all season long. There is really good potential to have that player up to like an 80, 87 or 89 by season's end. All because you upgraded a certain attribute that helps them develop in that scheme. But again, it's not enough for me to say, okay, you really, really should go get this copy of Madden because of XYZ. Now, I've spoken about this numerous times, and I hate the fact that, game companies nickel and dime us, but it's just the same case with Madden 19. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. There is nothing that you cannot do with a Madden game that can not be changed through a free upgrade that is worth $10. There's nothing that you can't do in a series of upgrades to call it Madden 19 or Madden 20. Or you could do something like this. You could not attach years to EA Sports Madden NFL. It could just be that. It could be EA Sports Madden, and you just choose to upgrade it when they put out the upgrade for the new season. In the curious case of FIFA, they did something that I did not expect FIFA to do. Well, I sort of expected it, but I sort of didn't expect it. This year, they added the World Cup as a separate game mode. And they did it for free. I've been telling my friend for years that they should stop making individual World Cup games every 4 years, because one day fans are going to be like, well, why would I buy another World Cup game when my FIFA blank is still good? Now, I have to agree. And this year, they stated that they weren't going to make another World Cup game, and instead they're going to patch FIFA 18 to have the World Cup already involved. Bravo on them. But there is one game that is a serial offender of being the same every single year. And ironically enough, it isn't Madden. It is the folks at 2K and Visual Concepts. Now, I'll admit, NBA Live has not been itself in, 14 and 15. But in 17 and 18, they started to make strides to be different. But with NBA 2K and even WWE 2K, with those games, they have collectively decided to say consumers are suckers, they'll buy it anyway. Now, that's not to say I won't buy 2K. And I won't buy WWE 2K19. I'm still gonna buy them, but I, as an educated consumer, am going to know that there really isn't anything going to be changing with this iteration, as opposed to last year or the year before that. We need to stop buying the same games every year. Is it cool to see a different cover athlete every single season? Yeah, it's cool. I might not like Antonio Brown so much, but it's nice to see somebody different on the cover of Madden. And I really, really, really did not like last year's cover of Madden. I'm not a Tom Brady fan. But, I'll be the first to admit I was rooting for the Patriots against the Eagles in this year's Super Bowl. And it kind of made me die a little bit on the inside. But if all you're doing is just slapping in a new cover athlete and a few features here or there to up the game's presentation or make it feel better, give it to us in a $10 upgrade. Don't charge us $60 retail for the same thing. I mean, look, I know there are people that love football. I love football. I'm a Cowboys fan, and in soccer, I'm a Manchester United fan. So I'll buy Madden and FIFA every year. But something needs to change soon, because I'll tell you what, I can't keep spending $64.11. Yes, I calculated the tax. I can't keep spending $64.11 to get the same game I just bought last year. So, that's my gripe on this, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have played a game that you felt was not very different from the game that was released before it. I feel like this only works for sports games, but it might work for other ones as well. Anyway, drop in the comments if you've played a game that you've felt was no different from the game before it. I want to know all of your opinions. Also, just a reminder, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I encourage you to tell your friend. I encourage you, Jesus Christ, I can't speak. I encourage you to tell your friends to subscribe, and if you have subscribed, please make sure you have hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload. As I've said before, I'm going to be doing the game gallery tour in Easton, likely this week, as well as filming some Madden 19 gameplay and a few other gameplays. Also gonna be doing some Nintendo NES Classic gameplay. I just have to remind myself to go in on iMovie or whatever editing software I choose to use and turn the volume down so that I can't be copyright stricken, because Lord knows I don't need that. Anyway, guys, it's going on 17 minutes. It's going on 18 minutes, actually. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest content. And if you like football, I can't wait. Can't wait. If you like football, let's get ready. Alright, guys. Peace.